Hi guys, welcome to my Attack for Mars video. This is a table that took me a really long time to actually become ruler of the universe. It is a difficult table. It will definitely play easier once Zen has redone the physics for it. And at this stage I think there are only 6 people that have managed to rule the universe on classic arcade and none on tournament mode. So that just kind of gives an indication of how tough it is. And yes, I'd like to show you how I went about it and what strategy worked for me. I'll spend a lot of time at the end of the video specifically to show you options for different shots that you can take and then to give you some tips for dealing with the ball better. Note in the description that there are timestamps so you don't have to watch the whole video, although I would recommend it to get a better idea of how I went about it. Also included is a table shot map, which I will discuss next, and which you will also find an Imgur link down below for you to download. Looking at the table shot map, the table's got a nice fan layout. The most important shots to focus on are the attack targets and the saucer, and then number 4, the lock ramp, is quite a difficult shot to deal with and you're going to shoot a lot into the scoop. We start off with a super skill shot by holding in the left flipper and the ball goes around. We then hit on the attack targets, immediately goes open. I also shot it into the stroke of luck scoop quickly, and it rewarded me with a lock for the lock ramp. Now I'm going to go for the 5-way combo, one of the main tasks required for ruler of the universe. You can shoot any of the ramps. Good thing is you have quite a long time between shots. There, it almost ran out, but it still counted. There I have it. And you can shoot any of the ramps 2 or 3 times, so you don't have to shoot different ramps or orbits. Yes. Okay, so now we're getting that first saucer down. You saw I took a shot from the left. That's quite a bit more risky. So in general, try to always shoot from the right flipper. At the end of the video, I'll show you a few options for getting the ball onto that right flipper. Okay, also if you go for those attack targets, always try and do it from the right flipper. First, let's go for the stroke of luck again, and that's sneak attack. Sneak attack is very worthwhile because you get Martian bombs if you get it, and it starts Martian attack. So now we need to hit the 4 Martian targets. The 4 banks of Martian targets, 2 on the left and the right and the 2 at the top. Because I have 2 Martian bombs, I only need to shoot 2 of them and then I can use the Martian bombs. Meanwhile, I opened up the attack wave again for the second saucer. Okay, so now I'm going to try not to use the Martian bombs because I can use it for later in the game, but it's good to have them because they can rescue. Like there, I quickly pressed the launch button twice and that started Martian Multiball, which is our second requirement for ruler of the universe. Okay, I'm not too bothered about shooting the Martians. It's good points, but I'd rather use the Multiball first to get that saucer down. Saucer down. After the second saucer down, you get an extra ball. So that's worthwhile to go for before you try to do anything else on the table. First get those 2 saucers down. I missed it there. There was a nice nudge on the right out lane. It's important that you nudge on the out lanes because the balls will slip down there. So you need to practice that. And I took a flying shot at the stroke of luck. Strobe multiball. During my main game I played it very badly, so I'll show you strobe multiball from another game where I managed to do it well. After 10 shots you get the extra ball. Try and aim so that you can shoot those attack targets as often as possible. After the 10 shots, like I say, you get the extra ball. Only one more to go. There we have it. Extra ball. I've never been able to get to 20 hits. I'm always just happy if I get that extra ball. It is quite good points. I think I got more than 1 billion points during that strobe multiball. There you can see at the end of strobe multiball, there's a short ball saver, and that saved my ball in this case. You can try and live catch from a right flipper. It's not as effective as on the universal monsters, but it's still quite possible. Okay, let's get that attack targets, the next attack wave going. Got it. Like I say, always better to shoot from the right flipper, much safer, so do your best to get the ball onto that right flipper. Started a hurry up there for completing the 4 shots on the left orbit. In general, you try not to go for it. You rather try to get all 4 going, but I already missed the left ramp and the right ramp hurry up, so I won't be able to get the billion points. I'll show you later in the game how that works. Okay, so I got to hurry up there. It wasn't a lot, but yeah, doesn't matter. Ooh, so I'm trying to get that right orbit now so that I can start total annihilation, one of the other requirements. There we go, got it going. Again, I use this to first get the saucer down before I actually go for the jackpots and the super jackpots. Got the saucer down, so now I'm going to go for jackpots and super jackpots. The jackpots is by shooting the ramps and the orbits, and the super jackpots, after you got a bunch of ramps and orbits, is up the lock ramp. You can see that's flashing more than the other ones. So let's see what happens. The super jackpot is called Annihilation Jackpot. Here we go, Annihilation Jackpot. Nice, 350 million.
Missiles locked on target.
Okay. Now I'm going to try to get all 4 hurry-ups at the same time. I got the right orbit and the left orbit now. Yeah, I have the right ramp, that's now 500 million. And if I get the left ramp, you'll see it's a good 1 billion points. And you don't even have to select it in the center shot. So that's worthwhile to go for. So let's get that next attack wave going. First stroke of luck, what do we have here? A video mode. I didn't play this very well. In general I struggle, I don't have my timing for it. There I use my bomb. But if you get to the mothership, then you can actually use that video mode bomb to take that ship down, which is much easier than trying to get, I think, the 80 shots required to take it down. It's a Martian Attack. I hit all the Martian targets and Martian Attack is lit again. Here I locked the first ball for multiball in the lock ramp. Nothing is open, so I'm just gonna go for the Martian target. But I'm first going to try and open and start the next attack wave before I start the Martian Attack multiball. Okay, let's go for stroke of luck again. It's always worthwhile to go for that. You can even get an extra ball, although it is as rare as chicken teeth. So my priority here is not, I took a risky shot from the left because I was keeping an eye on the time, but it's actually not worthwhile to do that, so I won't recommend it. Yeah, I missed starting the Martian Attack Multiball. Got Super Jets, so that's the 4th of the quad objectives for Ruler of the Universe down. So only Super Jackpot to go, and conquer Mars. That's when you have 5 of the sources down, as well as after you've attacked Mars. Martian Attack again. That was a nice ricochet off the right Martian bank, which is another relatively safe way to hit the saucer. It's worthwhile if I can get the Martian targets going. And I only need to lock one more ball, then I'll start the multi-ball. Super Jets giving quite nice points, but yeah, relative to other points on the table, it's not worth that much. Okay, that's my way of collecting the ball on the scoop with a live catch on the left. But I'll show you at the end of the video the different ways that you can go about it. And let's just practice one that works well for you. Again, I took a risk there, shooting from the left flipper, and Martian Multiball started. So let's use that first to get that off saucer down. Probably 2 or so more shots to go. Yes, one more shot. And meanwhile I'm getting Martian hits. Another extra ball. That's for stroke of luck 10 times through the in lanes. Extra ball was collected from the top of the scoop, which is quite handy. In single ball play it doesn't work, it's only during multi-ball that works. And it saved me a lock shot and started the multi-ball. So let's see how I go about it. You have to get all 5 the lit shots there, and then after you have hit each one once, then you go for the Super Jackpot. And the Super Jackpot starts from the left orbit and it rotates every couple of seconds to the next ramp or orbit. Doing well so far. One more shot. Lost the ball. Don't panic, you still have a grace period. I took a risk there and nudged past the ball over, and was lucky with the bounce and got the Super Jackpot. Right. So what I'm going to show you now is a nifty little trick. If you can start your game off like this, you'll see it's very handy to do. So what you do is you start the multi-ball, but you make sure that your next saucer is close to being finished. 1 or 2 shots left. So in this case there were 2 shots left. Now you try and get the balls under control. There we go, 1 on each flipper. I could have done now what I wanted to do, but I thought let's first deal with this ball. So it drained, but now check this out. Hit it, straight after hit it again. Now that second ball is caught behind the attack targets. And now you actually have a lot of time without having to deal with 2 balls to get jackpots and super jackpots. Now during this game I first got that extra ball for the 2 sources down. Okay, 1 next round, doing pretty well. Nice shot there, left orbit. Now all I need to do is to get that super jackpot. So you can see it rotates every couple of seconds. I'm gonna wait for it to be on the right ramp. But unfortunately I bricked it and lost the ball. But again, don't panic. You have 10 seconds for last chance. So now we're just waiting for that ball to be released from behind the attack targets. There we go. And try and position the ball. Okay, oops, went for a shot there, missed it. Try and bring the ball under control again. And it's on its way to the right ramp again, so I'm going to wait for it to go there. If I can get the ball under control. Lucky bounce there, and there we go, Super Jackpot. So yes, that's something worthwhile to try. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, well, then you just play the multi-ball normally.
Save me.
So back to my main game now again. Let's get that next saucer down. So all we have left now to do is to get that 5th saucer and then to go and attack Mars. But unfortunately I got my nudging wrong on the right outlane and I lost the ball there.
Shoot again.
But I have 2 extra balls in tow already. It served me well because you see I'm going to lose a few more balls. I'm trying to start Total Annihilation again, because that's easier during multi-ball to target the saucer. Only need 2 shots on the left ramp for that. First try to do a post pass there, but I failed with that.
Total annihilation. Woohoo!
We've got Total Annihilation going. So as I did previously, I'm just going to target that saucer, try and take it down. Doing well so far.
We'll fight for our freedom.
When it's down to 2 balls, it's always better to try and get the 2 balls under control before taking shots. If it's more than 2 balls, then I usually just kind of shoot without specifically trying to control the balls. Let's see if I can get a few Annihilation jackpots. There we go. 500 million, which is not bad. Got it straight away, and that was only 100 million, which is still not bad. But yeah, it shows if you get the normal jackpots before you get the Annihilation jackpot, it scores a lot of points. Unfortunately, lost another ball there. Do the super skill shot again. Unfortunately, I messed it up. Didn't shoot up again. And there we go, lost the 3rd ball, so that's done with ball number 1. Yeah, I always get tense, and especially on this table because I got to this point so many times in the past before. Stroke of luck. Another Martian Attack. Okay, 10 shots. The ruler of the universe. Only 10 shots into it, so it would be good if I can start Martian Attack Multiball, but it's also relatively easy. I don't try and go straight for it. I rather try and go for the right ramp or the stroke of luck scoop before I go for the saucer. But I missed it there, but the bounce is kind for me. Bricked it there, getting a bit nervous. 6 more shots to go. Each one is also worth 100 million, so in the end you'll already have another billion points after those shots. And then also it rewards you with a 2.5 billion completion. stroke of luck. Let's see what does it give me. 5 times bonus. And Martian Attack. But I don't think I'm going to go for it. Well, not on purpose. Yeah, I nudged again to prevent the ball from bouncing towards the outlane. Still breaking it. Luck is on my side. Okay, let's try and live catch the ball on that left flipper. Oops, almost messed it up. Still lucky. 3 more shots to go. Ooh, bricked it again. Bricked it again. Yeah, needed a lot of luck because my nerves were really getting to me. 1 more to go. Oh, missed it. There we go. Destroyed Mars, 2.5 billion bonus, and now we can start the ruler of the universe mode, if I can get it into the scoop. And I started Martian Multiball. I noticed that I only needed 1 more shot, so I thought that will give me a bit of safe space. But unfortunately, it's just the mode on its own. So now I'm getting 100 million points each time I hit the saucer. But I was having in the back of my head that I rather want to start ruler of the universe. So, okay, let's try again. Still bricked it. Try again. Great. So this is a multi-ball mode where you need to score 5 billion points to beat the mode, to become ruler of the universe, and that rewards you with another 5 billion points. So you can quickly see that it's very worthwhile to become ruler of the universe because it puts you into a different league point-wise. There's a clear distinction between people that got ruler of the universe and people that haven't. Okay, how many do I still have to go? So I wasn't specifically aiming, the ball save is quite long. So I'm just shooting towards the sides to get the ramps and orbits and the lock ramp. Each Super Jackpot is worth 500 million, so you basically only need 10 shots. And there we have it. That's the end of the mode. And I have actually reached it before in single player, but I've always stopped there and haven't actually tried to see what to do next, so I didn't actually know what to do next other than just try and hit anything that blinks. Okay, so yeah, so now I'm just gonna try and get a 5-way combo and try and get all the requirements for ruler of the universe down for a second time. As you can see, the saucer stays open now and each hit into it is 100 million, so I guess technically you can just keep on aiming for that and you'll be able to build up your score quite high. I never like to spam any mode if I can help it, so I'll rather play again. So that's what I'm trying to do now. So I've got 1 shot locked for multi-ball. You'll notice now that similar to Medieval Madness, once you've started multi-ball once, you need to hit twice as many shots to start a multi-ball again. So for each shot that you have locked, you need to first shoot a preparatory shot. You can see Conquer Mars is still rewarded there. And I'm getting victory laps basically for everything I hit. I get a certain amount of points. 120 million, which is again not bad. 25 million there for stroke of luck. So hurry up, and 100 million for hitting the saucer. Oh, victory lap increased by 10 million. 130 million.
Use the atomic blaster now.
Gonna have another hurry up. Okay, and I have the 5-way combo. No, not yet. Ah, lost the ball unfortunately. So 30 billion. I was really happy with that already. I probably should have tried to concentrate more, but yeah, it usually happens to me when I first hit a certain goal. I start losing concentration. But Total Annihilation Multiball is a safe way to go about it, to help you if you lost a bit of focus. So let's see how many points I can get from this. And that's a requirement down towards starting Ruler of the Universe for a second time. Which technically should be much easier second time around, because you actually don't have to take the sources down again, which is probably the most difficult thing to do other than getting the Super Jackpot. So I've got Super Jets as well, so already 3 of them down. But let's see. Martian, that's another requirement, so let's see if we can start Martian Attack. Got 1 Martian Bomb, so I only have to hit 3 of them, and then I can use the Martian Bomb. But unfortunately, it didn't go according to plan. And that's it. End of the game. I'm super happy that I finally managed to do it. I really wanted to do it before Zen changes the physics to the Universal Monsters physics, which definitely plays much easier than this particular table. You can't do many things like tip passes or use momentum to stop the ball so that it doesn't roll off the flipper, etc. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. The next bit, I'm going to explain variations and shots for the table, which is important to know, and you just need to practice those in, and then also give you some other tips. So let's get to that. Okay, first thing I'm going to show you is how to deal with the ball onto the left flipper. My preferred way is to do a live catch. There we go. You can easily shoot it up from the right flipper with a backhand. Yeah, live catch, quite reliable, but you can mess it up. But in that case I managed to save it. Let's see again. There, I messed it up. Now I'm going to show you a different approach. That's just by holding the left flipper up. It is a bit risky because the ball usually goes over. Third way, some other people prefer this way, is to do a drop catch. But I find that I just can't get my timing reliable enough, so it's more risky for me than the live catch. There we go, that was a very nice drop catch there. Yeah, in general it's safe, but I just decided in the end that I do that too often. Let's see, probably going to do it again. Yes. Too risky. And then the last option is just to hold the flipper down. But that is too risky because sometimes the ball just bounces out of your control. Like in this case. Well, that one I managed to save. I think this one, yes, couldn't save it. And this one as well. Yep, couldn't save it. So yes, practice whichever one you do. So now I'm just showing you different options for shooting at the attack targets. There are 2 options, either going direct from the right flipper or banking it from the right Martian targets. Another option is flying shot from the left flipper, but that is risky. Try to go for the right hand side. There, I'm just showing you how to get the ball onto the right flipper. There are different ways. This is by far the best way. So if you can do this post pass, if you practice it like that, then you can actually save yourself a lot of trouble on this table. There, I almost messed up the post pass. Okay, here's another option. Shoot for that eye target. Most of the time it is safe, but it's definitely more risky than a post pass. There we go, there's a nice example. Another one. But yes, it's not as good as a post pass. It can get you in trouble, like there. Another option is you go for the T target. If you practice these things and you gain confidence, then you can use it. Now I'm showing you how to shoot the lock ramp. From a cradled ball, it is possible. Now I'm showing you a backhand up the left ramp. But cradled ball, it's not as good as with a ball with momentum. It's easier with a ball with momentum like that, I find. But in the end, there's a nice backhand. My preferred option is a backhand. And I didn't even do it in my main game. But once you practice that, it is your safest option. Okay, now I'm showing you the last thing. And that is something very important. Only flip when you are required. There I flipped at the wrong time and the ball slipped through underneath the right flipper. And you'll notice it will happen more often than you would like on this very fast moving table. Thanks guys.